Hello everyone. Today we'll be exploring how to send emails from documents in ERPNext. Sending email from documents within ERPNext, including sales invoices, purchase orders, leave applications, and more. The document will automatically be attached as a PDF to the email sent. You can also add other attachments if you need to. To send an email, you need to open the document. For instance, we'll be drafting a sales quotation. We'll be drafting a quotation. Select the customer. Choose the item. It can be any demo item or the item that you have created. Click Save. And you see on the top right corner, there is a menu bar and there is an option of email. Click that. When you'll be choosing to whom to select the email, all of the available email accounts that have been set up in your system would be demonstrated here. Since we only have one email account set up in the system, so we'll be choosing that. You can type in any message here. And you see by default attached the document would be attached here, the quotation that we have created. We'll be clicking on send. ERPNext would store that email in the email queue. So if we just quickly submit our sales quotation and check for the email queue list, this is the email here that has been queued up in the list. It is a list that runs in the background and keeps track of all the emails that ERPNext sends. When you send an email, it goes into this queue to be processed and then sent. There would be a status for each email. As you see here, the previous three hold the status of sent, while the current one holds the status of not sent. So if you click that and you just click send now, after a little while, the email would be sent to the desired recipient. There can also be, see, the status has been changed to sent. There can also be another status of error. This is when something would go wrong. So this might be because the email address is wrong or the server cannot connect. The SMTP settings are wrong or the internet connection might be bad. You can read the error message by opening the email entry in the queue and clicking send now to try sending it again, but this one has already been sent. You see, this is the sender of the email. And there can be more than one outgoing email account set up in ERPNext, and you can choose that through the email account settings. Sending the email to the recipient, we had typed in our message, and in order to reduce the workload and to avoid typing the message again and again, you can there's an option in ERPNext to create an email template uh, where you can save the message that you would wish to be sent along with any particular email. So this is the option of email template, and through this part where it's written add email, you can name your email template anything, provide it with a suitable subject, and then compose any specific response that you wish to be associated with any email. If we go back to sending another email, let's just quickly send another email so that we may be able to break down the components of email. Choose any of the demo item, choose the customer first, that is important, and then choosing the demo item, click save. Go to the menu on top right, click email. Now here you see there's this option of two. Then there's this option of email template. At the present moment, these two are the preset email template that ERPNext has. And if we would have created another email template, then it would have appeared in this list and we could have chosen from that template. And whatever the response we would have fed in the template, that would have automatically been fetched in this particular email. So for example, you are choosing in this option of two, it would be there would be the email address of customer, and under this part it would be for example manager's email address or any of the sales rep email address. So if you choose any of those people within your business, they would also be getting the attachment of this email. Then there is this blind carbon copy. This is for sending a copy without letting the main recipients know that someone else is getting a copy too. So for example, you can choose a customer here, and in this blind carbon copy, it could be the admin at the rate example.com or any of the other person. So the customer won't know that the admin got the email. If you want to keep someone in the loop without letting them know, like for record keeping or auditing, this is very much helpful. You can also schedule the time at which you wish to send the email. So that can be helpful when you are operating in within like businesses that this can be helpful when you are operating in different time zones. So your customer lives somewhere else and they have a different time zone to that of your area, so you can schedule the email to be sent at the time when you know they would be able to read it promptly. So this increases the effectiveness of your message. Then there is subject here, and this is where the quotation number has been fetched by ERPNext, and then the message. If we would have chosen the email template, it would have been fetched here. You can also enable this part of enable this checkbox of send me a copy. If you tick this box, the person who is sending the email will also get a copy. So you would also get a copy. It serves as both a confirmation and a record for you. And it can be useful at many instances. For example, when you want to see what the message looks like in the inbox, or you want proof that it has got there, or you want to send the email on or save it. You can also tick this checkbox, send read receipt. When this box is checked, ERPNext will tell the recipient's email client to send a confirmation when they open the email. This is also very much useful for keeping track of whether the person got the email. However, there are certain limitations when you deal with email in ERPNext. For instance, not all email services let you send read receipts. Some people may block or turn off this feature, and if it's possible, you'll get a message saying that the email was read. Then there is attached document print. Obviously, the quotation that has been the quotation through which we are sending the email right now, that would be attached into the email. And then if there is an option of attaching additional attachments too, so which means you can send more than one file with this email. These could be files sent to ERPNext, such as contracts, pictures and reports, or files on your computer. By clicking this, a file browser would be open, and from any of the available options you can choose from where you want to fetch your file. Then there's an option of selecting the print format. So by default that has been set to standard format, that is standard with the company's name, or and that is easier for the customers. Your company logo, colors, schemes, columns, footers and other things can be in these formats. You can set them up under settings and format for printing. Then there's an option of choosing the print language. If translations are set up, ERPNext can print documents in different languages. If you pick a language here, the PDF that comes with the email will be translated into that language. For example, invoice printed in French for client who speaks French, or quote printed in Arabic for clients in the Middle East. In order for this to work, field labels and terms must be translated under the settings. Then you can choose translation or customize form.